This is actually quite an exciting moment that I didn't expect to be filming today. Thought that Ferrari was having a cough there, and I was like, oh, it's not Sam's 360. It looks like Sam's 360, but I can imagine that's what Sam must feel like every time he goes into his car. Is it going to start? Fingers crossed.
That's it, and it goes.
That's not going to work.
It's not going to go? Try it. Yeah, you'll be surprised.
I'm nervous.
It might crack your laptop, but...
I don't care about the laptop. I just don't want to bend your... There's no way.
It is, trust me.
Really?
Yeah. Just do it. There you go. Impressive, right?
That's impressive.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a fuel station, the Audi R8 second home. Now today, there's going to be an American joining me very, very soon. He's just gone in to get some food. We are on the way to the airport because sadly, Parker is returning to California. However, in 2 days' time, I go to California and join Parker out there. We're going to be doing some really, really cool stuff together, probably separately as well. I'm going to try and maneuver around. Where is this man? Give me 2 seconds. Yes! Took a while in there, sir. You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
I didn't know you were talking to me.
I've already started the video.
Oh,
but I was waiting for
I got
you.
a Pellegrino.
So we're on the way to the airport. Parker's heading back to LA, and then I'm joining you back out in LA in 2 days, which is going to be a lot of fun.
It's in 2 days?
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
And then I'm heading up to SB Race Engineering. I believe today I'm actually getting hands-on in stripping my Lamborghini so that SB have access to my engine so that they can remove the engine and replace the clutch. So today we're going to find out a few things. One, whether I'm any good at a handgun. Not handgun.
I hope not.
What's the gun that you use to get this, the wheels off? A wheel gun?
Impact wrench.
A wheel gun.
It's called an impact wrench.
So yeah, one of them. I'm going to find out whether I'm any good at that.
If I can take out the side of your car.
Oh, sorry. I'm also going to find out how much a clutch costs.
Oh no!
But luckily,
you know it's a lot, right?
I know it's a lot, but I'm not paying for it, so it's all good.
I was like, dude, it's the one thing on a Murcielago that happens all the time. It's really expensive.
Yeah.
All right, you're good.
Well, dude.
Dude, it's been real. Thank you for letting me stay. This is like, I like London.
Well, we've got the blue sky.
We do.
I'm going to see you in 2 days.
The day I leave, it's going to be perfect weather for the next week. I better bring this weather to LA. It's already there. But
I hope you do.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a safe flight, dude.
Thank you.
Well, here we are, back at SB Race Engineering, and there's a lot more activity going on. Barry is moving the 488 Challenge race car. So I don't know where it's going. The Lamborghini is here. We've got the nose lift up, and it is so good to see this car. It's got reversing lights. Something interesting about that car is Brook Race Exhaust actually built an element to the exhaust system so that the 488 could actually get into regulation so that it wouldn't get kicked off all of the track cars, because Ferrari built that car and it's really loud, but the noise regulations around some tracks mean that you have to change the exhaust system, or you have to change the packing inside the muffler box. So Brook Race Exhaust have actually built an exhaust system for that, but it's an exhaust system to make it quieter rather than louder. Whereas on this car, we're going to be making an exhaust system that is going to turn this thing into a howling Formula One car. My ideal goal is that it sounds as close to a V12 or a V10 F1 car of the golden eras as possible. There are a few questions as to why the bat wings are down. The bat wings are down because SB are going to be leaning over the car to get into the engine bay, so it is better to have the bat wings down, because if they're up, then you're going to be leaning over and putting pressure on these wings, which is obviously not very good. So the bat wings are down. They look better when they're up, they look more aggressive when they're up, but for now, whilst they work on the car, they're going to be down. So once Barry is out of the Ferrari, there's quite a lot of maneuvering going on over there. I think the turning circle on the Ferrari race car is really, really... Yeah, the turning circle sucks on race cars. What we're going to do is we're going to get Barry to actually look into the prices of a clutch for that car, because Lamborghini owners and people that are in the Lamborghini circle have been telling me that it costs around £12,000 to replace the clutch on one of these. This is an E-gear car, it's not a manual, and apparently they can cost up to £12,000 to replace the clutch on one of these things. When I started to tell people that I was seriously considering buying one, I had a lot of Lamborghini owners and I had a lot of people trying to put me off, including Tony from Gravelwood Cars, telling me that it would be really, really expensive to run and really expensive to maintain because it's a 10-year-old car, it's a V12, it's fragile. But we're gonna go and actually find out exactly how much a clutch on one of these things is and how much these guys are gonna charge to do the entire clutch replacement. Finally, that was quite drony, that. What part of the exhaust system has Brook Race Exhaust done on this?
Rear silencer.
A rear silencer.
They don't have a silencer at all.
So from Ferrari, they don't have a silencer,
Straight off the turbo.
which means that it's probably too loud for most of the tracks.
All UK circuits is too loud.
So Ferrari supply a race car for people to race with a car that's too loud to go on any racetracks.
In the UK.
In the UK. Yeah. So you're working on the 488, so I'm actually going to recruit the help of Stuart to talk about the price of Murcielago LP640 clutches. That's manual, so we're not actually going to be using that. But let's demyth. I'm going to set the camera down and then spin it around like that. I want to demyth clutches and the costs, because I've spoken to some Lamborghini owners and some people that apparently have experienced this in the past. They're saying that they're like 10k plus, like near on 12k for a clutch replacement.
I think it depends where you go. Obviously, main dealers like to charge quite a lot of money. I mean, round figures, 5k to do a clutch.
With labour?
Yeah, all in.
And that's... How long does the clutch take? Because engine out, I remember when we did the Gallardo, it was me, you and Barry. I just sort of stood there holding a camera, but that was like 3 days?
Yeah, I mean, we'd allow 2 days to get it done. You know, like everything, things always come apart quickly and they go back together.
Okay.
But yeah, a clutch on those, yeah, £5,000 on all in.
Okay. That's actually a lot more reasonable than I was expecting. But you know what, the one thing that I've learned from actually buying that car is when I was telling people that I was buying it, I had everyone telling me don't do it because it's going to bankrupt you. But since buying it, I've actually had Murcielago owners reach out and say, honestly, they're not as bad.
I think historically, when the cars first came out, a lot of people were using them in town, short journeys, things like that.
Which people are doing now with Aventadors.
Yeah, and they are experiencing the same things. You know, an Aventador clutch would be twice that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We've seen these clutches last, 2,000-3,000 miles,
really?
Which is, and if you've got the budget to keep putting a clutch in and be happy with that, well, that's great for you.
2,000 to 3,000 miles.
But that's on how the cars are driven. You know as well as anyone, the dual clutch gearboxes, you don't have that issue. You can drive them like automatics. You can't drive a single plate clutch like an auto.
That's a lot better than I was expecting. I kind of thought that it would. Obviously, I'm lucky enough that it's not actually coming out of my bank account because it was included in the purchase
your
price
deal,
of that.
Well done, you.
Negotiating master level 5,
Yeah.
but £5,000 actually isn't as bad.
The running
as I was
costs on Murcielagos aren't that bad. All right, they don't do as many miles as Gardos that we've got out there and things like that, but they're not a million miles away running cost wise.
Yeah.
There are bigger
good to
issues
know.
on Gardos and other Lamborghini models that Murcielagos don't have, which makes them almost more expensive than Murcielagos to run.
I'm actually going to be seeing my Murcielago in the flesh in natural light. So I've only seen it at Dub Customs underneath artificial light, which is their sort of really xenon strobe lighting. It's super bright so they can work on the car. And then it's been sat at SB inside, so I've not actually seen it in natural light. So this is actually really exciting. But it looks bloody awesome. Right, let's get it started up. Yep, that's the sexiest car I've ever seen. I've also just realised that the R8 is next to the Murcielago.
I should probably photograph this moment. Quick. The V12 is flying. Barry is meticulous in the way that he works. He's got this very special suitcase over there. Not that suitcase, but another suitcase where he takes off all of the bolts and he puts them in all of the different compartments. So he never loses a bolt. He never loses where all of the bolts go. Meticulous worker.
So you've put it in.
You're better off pushing down rather than trying to lift it. So you better put it like that and push anti-clockwise.
Okay.
So rather than trying to lift it up, if you're from that way, you've got to try and lift it. So you want to support it there.
Yeah.
Push down.
Just undoing them.
Yeah, just crack them off.
Is it supposed to be hard?
That one doesn't. If you take it out. Push down.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what, we'd be able to charge more labour if I was doing it, because it would take double the time.
The customer will be happy with that.
I'm really sorry, sir, but we've actually had to charge you £8,000 for the clutch just in labour because we've got Paul Wallace doing it. There we go. Making good progress. We have now revealed one of the most archaic designs I've ever seen for an exhaust system. I've never seen anything like it. So we've got pipes here that filter up through a valve system into this huge box here. I'll be honest, I don't even hear valves working when I'm in this car. But we've got pipes down there, whether you can see that down there, which are coming out of the exit here. This is, I mean, you can tell that this is 10 years old. So Barry's working on the back, Barry's working on the exhaust still. We've got some underside clamps to do. Oh, don't lose that. That is where the replacement to the clutch is going to be. All of this and above is going to be coming out. Still working on the exhaust system. Are we just taking off the diffuser now?
Well, part of the rear bumper, straight diffuser.
Just to get better access. There we go, this is where the exhaust is. All the mechanics going on in this video. Check that out. That looks so aggressive. Look at the tailpipe. It's bigger than a Ford Fiesta. Why has that got all of that colouring there like it's got massive bird poo just streaming down it?
Water.
Is it just, is that water? Whoa! The car has sat here so long, we've got a bit of a cold start on the go. Tell you what, that was a fairly successful start to the project. I'm heading home now because the guys are shutting up shop. But what has happened is, I'd say about 40% of the exhaust has been taken off. The rest of it is going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to be getting myself ready for America. And by the time this video goes live, I will have fully packed and be checked in for my flight to Los Angeles. So the guys at SB are going to carry on. They're going to install the new clutch. And depending on how Brook Race exhausts do with my stock exhaust system and manufacturing their new system will depend on whether we put the stock exhaust system back on the new clutch and I drive it around still with the stock exhaust system until the exhaust is ready, or we do it all in one go. I will see you guys in America. The next video that you see will be me touching down in Los Angeles and hopefully, fingers crossed, having a rental car to pick up. So, as always, thank you for supporting, thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys very, very soon. Take care, guys. Enjoy the afternoon, enjoy the rest of the week, and I will see you guys in America on the weekend. Goodbye.